What is up, Gamer Army? Welcome back to Psycho Gamer. I am still your host, Aubrey. Today, our topic is going to be what is going on with Arcade1up. We haven't heard or seen anything from Arcade1up in a little while. There's been other companies that have been releasing little tabletop arcade machines, but right now, the king of the hill, Arcade1up, is nowhere to be seen. All we're really getting are the same cabinets that have been out there for a little while, getting put on sale, not getting put on sale. And the question is, what's up? So stay tuned. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. We're going to talk a little bit about what is going on with Arcade1up or what isn't going on with Arcade1up right after this. So stay tuned. All right, welcome back. Like I said, we are going to talk a little bit of Arcade1up like we normally do, but this really isn't on the most positive side of things like I normally am. I try to be optimistic for the company. I try to be optimistic for the fans alike of these types of games and arcade cabinets. But we really have to question what is going on. We haven't seen anything from Arcade1up since John D left the company. I'm kind of wondering what's going on. Now, I know that when he was actually in that position, yes, he did give away, certain titles that were coming out, like your Time Crises and things like that. But he at least brought visibility to the company that most people really wouldn't bring to behind the scenes kind of things. He brought events on. He had shows on YouTube where they were unveiling specific titles like your Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That was probably the nicest one, next to obviously the NBA Jam Shaq edition, where they did bring Shaquille O'Neal onto the actual show. Yeah, they probably did spend quite a bit of money for doing things such as advertising in those, but I think it really paid off a bit because it did bring a lot of people to see what this company was doing. The issue that we're having right now is there's nothing. There's not a single thing going on. You go into, say, a local Best Buy because they're one of the few major retailers that you can actually find the Arcade1up cabinets, and you're only going to find 4 or 5 different cabinets in there. Typically, it's going to be NFL Blitz. It's going to be your Miss Pac-Man Galaga 30th Anniversary Edition. And there's only going to be just a couple more titles. And you also have the Infinity Game Table that are going to be here. So why do I know? Because, well, I don't want to say I work there, but I work there as a secondary job. Used to be a primary, not anymore. So I don't know. I really couldn't tell you what's going on. Now, there is another company that is releasing a little tabletop cabinet, but I think you're still looking at like $350. I mean, you're still talking about getting up into those price points of your countercades. Actually, more than your countercades, because those were only a couple $100s. So, what have you learned when it comes to Arcade1up? Is this a company that you want to continue standing by? I know that it's great to have them as the 3/4 cabinet king. You still do have the companies releasing the big red cabinet that's going to have all the SNK games on it. But I don't know. I think you have a lot more people that are starting to find these cabinets on the secondary market or third parties, people who have given up on them, or they've played the cabinets enough times that they've gotten their lifelong fill of them and they just want to get rid of them because they want their garage back. These are not small cabinets. They're definitely smaller than getting your full-sized ones, but having 10 or 15 of these little 3/4 cabinets kind of leads to people sleeping on the couch until some of them get gone. So how many cabinets do you have? As you can see, I don't have any anymore. I only had the one Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cabinet, or TMNT, because it's a mouthful to say. And I ended up getting rid of it because, one, I need a little bit of money, and two, I could probably count on one hand how many times I actually played that game over the course of 6 months. Once you beat it a couple times, I mean, it just sits there. It turns into a big, nice backdrop for when you do these videos, but I had the first generation cabinet of that. So the issue that I had with that was there was no light up marquee, there was no coin door, there was no additional lights to make it kind of pop like the later versions really did, without me going and spending a whole bunch of more money and learning how to mod the cabinets. While yes, I can build a gaming computer all day long with my eyes closed, that's something that kind of eludes me a little more. I'm a little more when it comes to electronics, opening them up and gutting them more than anything else. Like PlayStations, I've taken them apart and I've swapped parts out before. Same with Xbox, Dreamcast, even original PlayStation, and a computer. That, I know there's not much to those cabinets, but it's not something I'm super familiar with. I would have definitely been jumping on YouTube like you guys are now to try to get additional information on what's going on. So that's going to kind of do it for my rant, kind of go into what's been going on with me. Now, I know I have not done a video in quite some time now. I have one that I've recorded and I just never posted it because I've been going through a few health issues. I've got an issue with my foot. I've got an issue going with my shoulder, and I've even started getting some issues of carpal tunnel with my hand. So that might be something I might have to look into getting surgery on sometime in the near future. So that might put me down for a couple months just for one hand. So too many years of talking on a cell phone, too many years of playing PC games, and letting my wrists just kind of rest right on the edge of my desk. So those are the reasons that I'm stating, and those are the reasons I'm sticking with. Yes, get your mind out of the gutter, people. But hopefully that kind of explains what's been going on with me. I still have not forgotten the channel. I have not forgotten the other channel. I just have not really had the passion or in me to really sit down here and focus a half an hour to an hour to 2 hours on making a video for you guys. And I do apologize for that. But hopefully you guys will still continue watching the site, watching the channel, and supporting me as best as possible. I'm nowhere near getting monetized, so I'm still doing all of this for free. So hopefully you guys are still following me. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. Again, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hopefully I can get some more videos out for you guys sooner rather than later. Game on.